up, desktoppers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for the results and review of the 2023 Texas Pro 212 and Classic Physique. We're going to break it down a little bit and give you guys the results and what went down. So Keone Pearson wins the 2023 Texas Pro Classic Physique 212, sorry, and he's awarded the award as well by Sean Clarita, who is going to be Keone Pearson's he's going to be Keone Pearson's main competitor at the 212 Olympia. And Keone Pearson is going to be the #1 contender, I assume, along with Angel Calderon and some of those guys that did very well at the 2022 Mr. Olympia in the 212 for that 212 Olympia title. So that's super exciting. Keone Pearson gets the win. In second place, you can see to his left, his right, sorry, which is the left on the screen, Noel Adame. To his right is your third place finisher, which is Francisco Barrios Vic from Brazil. On the left, we have Jason Joseph, who finished in fourth. And then I believe it's Justin Jacobs on the right, who finished in fifth place. We have a little bit of a clip here, which I found on IG. Keone Pearson posing, looking absolutely next level. Very, very impressed. No worries at all, Jerome. And Keone, just when you see him in motion, this is not the high res quality that we saw on the live stream, by the way. And I encourage everyone. They actually had 6,000 people, as it was announced by Sid Faruqi, your MC. 6,000 people purchased the live stream for Friday. These guys do it right. And 6,000 times by 25, which is $25, which is what the live stream was for the Friday. And I believe it's probably going to be the same for the Saturday. $150,000, and it was sold out for the finals tonight, and tomorrow night it's already sold out for the finals of the Open Bodybuilding. So these guys are doing it right, and I'm assuming they're making some good money on these pro shows as well, because they do it right, and they have an amateur contest attached to it as well, so they can make some seriously good money off this. So, you know, put up the money at the start, do things right in terms of looking after the athletes, stage lighting, all that sort of stuff, and you are gonna get your money's worth. And I'm assuming you're going to have way more on the live stream tomorrow night. So I think that many promoters could learn off these guys. So let's break it down pose for pose and go through these top guys and give my opinion on who wins each shot. So in the front lat spread, and also on my front double bicep, I don't have that on here. It wasn't on IG when I got this, but Keone Pearson wins the front double bicep. Absolutely no doubt. Now, in the front lat spread, I agree with the same thing. Keone Pearson wins it because as he opens up into it, you can see the taper difference between he and Noel Adame. Noel Adame is a freak. He looked fantastic. Now, we actually have someone, Stewie Griffin, in the live right now. If you are watching live, let me know your opinions. I had Noel winning every shot besides the front double bicep in prejudging personally. I mean, I don't personally agree, but I do see your point of view and I respect it. But for that, like, Keone Pearson is just, I don't know how you have him not winning the front lat spread, in my opinion. And Keone Pearson is hard enough. Now, I was like, side chest, it's close, but look at Keone. He looks big when he hits that. Francisco looks very good on that one as well. Very shredded. You can see him on the right. Jason Joseph, I probably have in fourth on that one, but still not lagging, and his hamstring looks amazing. But look at the size there on Keone Pearson. And he's just so pretty, and the way he poses. I had debatably Noel Adame potentially challenging him on that one, but when you see it in motion, I have Keone Pearson once again. Back double bicep. Now, Noel Adame is very freaky there. I have Noel challenging Keone here, but you look at the waist to lat to shoulder ratio on Keone Pearson, and that to me is just too freaky. Like, it is crazy. Jason Joseph on the left looks very, very good on this as well. Had this been any other 212, not any other, but most other 212 lineups, this guy would be walking away with the championship outside of, John Jewett, who won a show earlier in the year. He could have won a few shows. And then you got Francisco on the right, who is shredded to the bone, a Patrick Tour client as well, like Keone Pearson from Brazil. He just needs more muscle on that overall. You need just a bit more on the lats in terms of width, and if he's able to fill that out a little bit more, he can start doing very, very, very well, which he did well in this contest. He placed third, and he deserves it on that conditioning. Now, as we head into the rear lat spread, Now, Jason Joseph on the left, I've got to give him his credit. He looks really, really good here. Keone Pearson, look at those lats, how wide they go. He's hard enough. And when I think you actually see this video, if you actually saw it in person, saw some close-up stuff, Keone Pearson was shredded. So that means Noel Adame was inside out. But he's just not opening his back up as much as Keone Pearson. So for me, that's another win for Keone Pearson. I think Keone, actually, so far, I think I have him winning every pose, which sounds harsh because Noel was very, very good. And look at that, the way Keone poses, he's an absolute master. Now, that's a good pose for Noel Adame. It's a good pose, but look how wide Keone is in that upper body. That is crazy. Midsection actually not quite as tight there from the side as Noel Adame, which is a big surprise because Noel's known as having a bit bigger of a waist compared to Keone. But yeah, Keone is winning that because he has so much freakiness and width on that upper body, the way he's posing it. See how he's pulling that back shoulder around? He's creating that V shape even in the side tricep, a master of posing. And look at that side leg of Keone Pearson as well. It's very cut out and very deep line there on Noel Adame. But you can see there's a line actually in the hamstring. You know, a third of the way up that hamstring. You can see that indentation on the side leg from Keone. He is in condition and he is pulling that off beautifully. Yep. BW opened up, shoulders square. Yep. He's nailing it. And that's when I teach people posing, that's what I teach them. I said, you're trying to create an illusion as wide as possible across the shoulders, waist as small as possible. And he's achieving that there. And that's where you can see like a Jason Joseph on the left. Just, it's not as impressive as a pose as these other guys. And that's where you can see the difference. As crazy as his physique is when he hits some other shots. And no discredit to him because I think this is his all-time best as well. Now you can see Keone here really displays that quad. Then he locks it out. And you can't see it here, but I've got photos where his medialis, which is that muscle on the inside of a knee on Keone Pearson, and the lateralis, which is the outer quad, are both cross-striated. So you really can't see it on this lower quality stream. And guys, I encourage you to watch along tomorrow with me on this because I'm going to be live for the Open Pro Bodybuilding and we can watch along together and you guys can give your opinions in this live. Now let's head into the most muscular. And I thought this is where Noel might get Keone, but I just think that that is too crazy from Keone Pearson because you can see like the abs are popping. Yes, he does have the separation between the abs. It's the one sort of, I suppose, slight on Keone Pearson's physique, but you look how big those shoulders are and how far they go across, how big the arms are now. And then just you see from the waist how his legs pop out. He has added more mass to his legs. I was a little bit concerned about the legs, but no, too good. Now look at Noel Adame. If you were seeing Noel Adame in this lineup without Keone Pearson, I would be going nuts about him, saying, where does this guy finish in the Olympia? But he had Keone Pearson in the lineup. You can see he is shredded to the bone. Sorry guys. Quads look awesome. Very, very impressive there from Noel Adame. It's just that he was up against a Flex Wheeler type physique. Then you can see the other version there from Noel Adame. Pretty damn good pose. Pretty damn impressive. Now, I believe Noel Adame is like a top 10 level 212 Olympian. And that is it there for the 212. Let's get on to the classic physique, which was very, very impressive. Now, this is our top three. I believe Robert Timms was in second place, who is in the middle out of those three standout guys there. Sorry, I'll just mute my mic for a second. Sorry, guys, I just needed to cough. It was super annoying. So you got Logan Franklin on the left. You got Robert Timms second on the left. And then you have Jaegun Park, who actually took this one out. Looked fantastic. And let's go pose by pose because as well, you don't get the true idea of it. I've seen other photos when you actually watch the live stream in crisp quality. It was very, very different. And that's why I encourage you guys to get the live stream of this event because it was fantastic. And shout out to Battle Up Productions and these guys. And like I said earlier, they sold 6,000 streams, a record for them on Friday night. So I can only imagine the finals is going to get at least 10 to 15,000. And those guys are going to make probably $250,000 on the finals tomorrow. So comps that don't have live streams, and they had commentary for it as well. So shout out to the guys at Battled Up Productions, next level. So front double bicep, it's a tough one. I would probably have Jaegun Park on this one, although when I saw some of the photos, I was very, very impressed with Logan Franklin and Robert Timms as well. I think that one's very close overall. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments live, or if you are watching on replay. Let's go to the next shot. 3 very different physiques, especially Jaegun Park, who's much shorter than these 2 other guys. Now let's look at the side chest. Now Robert Timms looks so enormous in the upper body on this shot. He almost looks like to pro bodybuilder level in the upper body. Absolutely crazy because he is so tall as well. So put him next to a shorter bodybuilder, he's actually, upper body is going to look pretty damn huge. The side leg though, that's the problem for me. The hamstring drop is not there. I think he's actually flexing his hamstring up too. Maybe if he actually just let that sort of hang a bit, so he didn't have his tension on the hamstring, maybe that would hang a little bit lower and look a little bit more impressive. But yeah, for that reason, I would lean towards Jaegun Park, but he's just not opening up the upper body, so I probably have to give that one to Robert Timms just because Jaegun Park is not opening up that upper body. But I assume potentially he opened up a little bit more, and also the angle is not advantaging him as well. And Logan's probably the most balanced in terms of upper to lower body on that one. Now, as they turn to the back, you'll see the elbows come together of Robert Timms and Logan Franklin. And these guys went at it 2 years ago on this same stage where Robert Timms got the nod. You see Logan here. He is not happy with it. And I will say, on this back double bicep, I probably had Logan winning that one. He is very, very shredded. He has a good balance from lower to upper body. He's not really missing anything. I can't really judge the glutes in this pose as well. But Jaegun Park is shredded. Very good balance, but I think his back is lacking a little bit too much for him to win this pose. So I might even have him last in that one, even though it still looks crazy. Now on the ab and thigh. Jaegun Park, I think, wins this one. It is just such a supremely muscled, beautiful physique. The abs are perfect. The quads are inside out, shredded, very muscular as well. I have to have him winning that pose. Robert Timms looks like a freak on this one. He has, yeah, as mentioned by Stewie Griffin in the live chat right now, he has a crazy waist. It is super tight. So maybe I'd have Robert Timms in second, I'd say, and then Logan Franklin in third on that one, even though I love this pose from Logan. So and then we have the favorite classic pose. So I want to highlight that one there from Jaegun Park. That is supreme. Absolutely crazy. Like that striated quad, when you see the photo of this, it is nuts. And then, let me see this. Then we have that shot, another crazy shot by him. Robert Timms' shot is so huge because you get to see his back a little bit more than Logan. But I love the way Logan hits this. So I'd probably have Robert Timms in third on that pose, but they all have crazy, crazy favorite classic poses. I just love the way Logan hits it. He looks really shredded in it. Looks phenomenal. So I would have had it very close between Logan and Robert Timms. When I saw some photos, it did give a different perspective. You got to see a little bit more of Robert Timms and how he actually looked. But I probably have a battle between, I'd probably say Jaegun Park wins the favorite classic pose. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comments below. Who did you have winning the classic physique? Jaegun Park finished in first. Second place was Robert Timms. And third place was Logan Franklin. It was a battle, and I encourage you guys, if you want to get in on the Open Pro Bodybuilding tomorrow and want to watch the live watch along, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell button here at Desktop Bodybuilding. That way you'll be notified when I go live for prejudging and finals. And for people asking, Open is on tomorrow. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this. My name is Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.